Hi, this is Joe Pryor with the virtualrealestateteam.com in Oklahoma City, a part of Redbud Realty and Associates. I'm here with Henri, my little poodle. And what we want to talk to you today about is something I've talked about before, is when you're an investor, what is the best thing for you to buy? And normally it comes down to investors wanting to buy some type of distressed property, and there's two types. First of all, there's the one that we know about and everybody knows about, which is foreclosure. That is where the bank has already taken over the property, has taken it back, offering it its as-is condition. And then there's a short sale where there's still an owner who is in distress and will go into foreclosure, and the lender is trying to do something previous to that point getting there. And so a lot of times we focus on the foreclosure because we just, in our minds, we automatically assume that's the best deal. But there's a lot of cost involved in foreclosures that we're not really aware of. It is as is, but also we have a house that hasn't been lived in. We have a house that, the one that I am about to close, when we went to do inspections, then there was no gas meter. Once the $600 later, when the plumbers came over, they found out that a new gas line had to be run by the city, and then on the gas pressure check, and then once that was done, we found out there were some other issues. So, these things have ways of having problems that you really don't think about. Also, the thing you have to consider is how long has the house been vacant? Plumbing is not being used, and so probably most of the O-rings are going to be brittle. I mean, there's a lot of cost involved to a home that's just sitting, where there's no central heat and air, where things get wet and they get dry, and so a lot more expense can come there. I'm really going to recommend that you look at short sales. Now, again, I want to make sure you understand I'm talking to the long-term investor. I'm not talking to the flipper. Mainly because in a short sale there really isn't enough margin to flip. I get a few basket cases, but it's pretty rare. The thing I do like about short sales, and why I really highly recommend them to investors, is because someone's typically living in the home. Now that means that they're maintaining the home. That means that the central heat and air is on, the electricity is on, the gas is on. They are not making their house payments, but they're keeping the utility payments up. A lot of times in short sales, if they don't, it's an abandonment of property, and so it's in their best interest to show the house in the best light. So when you're buying a short sale, you have somebody that is still maintaining the house as an owner. You still have water being run through the plumbing system. You still have fairly constant temperature that's being maintained, whether it's summer or winter. So if you are looking for investment property, we can still give you good deals. We can recently we could give you a deal where you could have bought a house at $100,000, very nice, built in the 1990s. Rents at $1,250. It was a short sale. Another home that was purchased at $75,000, where they put $5,000 into it, rented almost immediately at $1,000. So these properties do cash flow. They are typically in better condition. All the utilities are on, being maintained by a homeowner. Like everything else, it's subject to inspections. You still have full inspections on pest, termites, for instance, and on a whole house inspection, so you know exactly what you're dealing with. And another big plus is very often the insurance policy is still in play on the part of the homeowner. So if we have certain things like roofs we have to deal with, very often we can get that taken care of also. So if you're an investor in the Oklahoma City market, I've been doing this for 22 years with investors, with over 1,000 now properties sold in that particular period of time to investors. So I have a full team waiting for you to help you out every step of the way, all the way to the property manager. But we'd love to talk to you. We're not trying to talk to you about buying a foreclosure. We're just trying to tell you that you need to contrast the two and know what you're doing, and we'll help you with that. This is Joe Pryor with the virtualrealestateteam.com in Oklahoma City, where we deliver traditional real estate values at the speed of technology.